I'm gonna move over. Got a lot going on today, y'all. A lot going on. Let me close this door. All right. Um, I made it in, y'all. You heard? I made it in. This is what two straight days, but I had to come in today. I needed to get in here today because, like I said, I had a lot of paperwork. I'm trying to get some things done. You heard? I'm trying to, make that transition. So it was important that I get in here today. As you can see, look, a lot of these ain't notes today. This is paperwork. People trying to make it real hard. They trying to make it real hard for that transition. It's always gonna be for you. Damn, as soon as I get started, they wanna call. Not right now. But yeah, we here. We're gonna get started. Man, some big things popped off today, right? I know a lot of y'all are upset. The ones that are upset are guys with no emotion. That's just on the internet with a voice. If you have a voice, a real voice, emotion, you would know this was the inevitable. We're gonna talk about that a little bit. I got Coach Reen in the building. She's on the other phone. Normally I would have all the devices to myself. But like I said, tonight she's on deck. Man, these people really tried to make it difficult. But it's in God's hands, right? That's what we always say. We say it's in God's hands. Like they can try. It's like they was trying with this, and look how I done upgraded the recording and all that, right? They was trying with this. Look what that got them, right? Yeah, look what that got them, right? I run laps around this shit now, right? As far as recording and coming on doing podcasts and shit, right? Go figure, little old me, right? But I want to get to a hot topic, man. Canelo does what Canelo does, man. Y'all digging the setup over there? Chris White, what's going on? Chris, you want to come on? I'm jumping on stream, y'all. Chris, you want to come on? You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome, Chris. Just give me the word. I'm just gonna run through a quick topic or two. None to because I mainly came in tonight because I had a lot of paperwork that I'm trying to run through. But I said while I'm here, I might as well, jump off. Literally jump off. Get one in, right? But if you want to come on, Chris, let me know. He said, wait, what are you jumping on? StreamYard. We're going to talk a little bit of boxing. We're going to discuss some boxing. Hopefully you guys are hearing me good. This is the Source Experience, the news by Shaw News. So today, let's go over here to Twitter so we can pull it up. I'm going to pull it up, man. This right here really shook the boxing world up a little bit. But this was coming, man. My man does what he wants to do, right? He does what he wants to do, right? He does what he wants to do. But I want to discuss this right here. Let me sit this down here. Feel free to share this. Feel free to let them know. Let the haters know that look, we turned up in here. Got a lot of paperwork done. I don't got no notes, y'all. Unfortunately, no notes. But I was in here, you know, trying to get this paperwork done. These people trying to give me a hard time, right? Let me speak on that a little bit right now, right? You know, I'm making the transition to doing other things, right? So, they want to know your experience, right? So a lot of times when I was doing things from since back in the day, I didn't have the paperwork on a lot of the stuff. So, but now we're moving and grooving forward, right? And when you hear me say these things, I'm so serious with this. That's why a lot of YouTubers and content creators, I really don't even fuck, because they're so far this way in the back and the rear that they don't even really understand what's going on. So a lot of times now, moving forward, working with fighters, I want something in writing, because when you have things in writing, what I'm going through now, you don't have to go through. Because just like I hit up one of my partners on the West Coast, right? And I said, yo, can you do me a solid, shoot me an email, or email somebody a professional reference, being that you have that status now. You already have that status, because they trying to tell me, because I don't have nothing in writing, that I'm not doing what I'm saying I'm doing. But you know, we working on all that right now, because I'm like, and then he even said it, right? This is a decorated guy in the game. He like, how can you get experience if they don't let you work? So you know, my state is a little different, but it is what it is. A lot of that's being taken care of now. But I want to get over here to this right here, right? Now the motionless are in an uproar. The motionless, right? That's what I call these people. If you want to hear with an opinion, you're motionless, man. You got to start doing. Be a doer, right? But Chris, just let me know whenever you're ready to jump on after I finish this topic, right? So it was the whispers are no longer whispers. Here it is right here. Can y'all see that? They are finalizing a fight for Edgar Berlanga and who? Canelo Alvarez. So Edgar Berlanga, shout out to him and Keith Conley. Keith Conley gets it done again. This is his second fighter. Because remember, Danny Jacobs got a Canelo Alvarez fight. So, you know, it's all about connections and relationships. But Edgar Berlanga has hit the Canelo Alvarez lottery. And they are looking at September 14th at the T-Mobile Arena. Now, this all comes out on the heels of what else? Remember I was speaking about the August fight that they alleged was supposed to be having for Caleb Plant. From what I'm hearing, that fight is canceled now. And I am also hearing that the PBC might not get saved, as I reported yesterday. So it's important that I come on here and I speak on that. That the PBC might not be getting saved now from the Turk. And that's bad, right? But when you think about it, it's kind of obvious, because, you know, remember, these are the same guys that could not do deals without Al Haymon, right? So if Al Haymon doesn't sign off on all of his fighters being allowed to partner up with the Turk, I guess it's no go. But I thought it was going to be a go, because I heard, see, that's why you got to be careful with stuff that you hear. But this guy, he's connected. But when you think about it, he is connected. But your guy made a move without Al Haymon. Now that I think about it, he made a move without Al. So these other guys, I don't know if they can. But shout out to Edgar Berlanga. He hit the sweepstake, man. The Canelo Alvarez fight. And a lot of people are upset about this, right? With this, like, the people that's really upset, like, what do you do? Like, are you valid? right? Are you valid? Are you somebody that just sits online for hours and just, talks about boxing? What are you valid? Like, what do you bring to the table? Like a lot of you guys that sit on the internet, right? And you talk boxing, you don't even pop your head out to cover it. You know, like I did a post yesterday. Like we're gonna go to the gym real quick. I'm not gonna stay on that long tonight because I want to go to the gym. But I did a post yesterday, right? Because like now that I'm shedding and I'm transforming, I'm really popping my shit now, and I'm popping my shit in the form of like I want to see you guys motion. A lot of you big hoopers and hollerers on this internet, where's your motion at in the community? Later for all what you do on the internet. A lot of you guys do a lot of smoke and mirror shit on the internet, but and the reason why I'm emphasizing this is because we just watched Bud Crawford's send off, right? And you know, some of the content that came out, it was eye opening for me because I'm like, damn, if this is where you're from and this is the type of access that you're getting, what is your motion really like? Because you're on the internet, you do have internet motion. People be on your shows, they fuck with y'all, but why aren't Bud and B&B fucking with you? That was eye opening to me. Some of the content that I seen this week, and that's why I stated what I stated. I said, damn, if you're not really popping in your community, right? Later for what you do on the internet. Because like I said, a lot of guys be popping on this internet, right? But you say, yo, all right, show me what you do. Show me your motion. Some of these guys can't. They can't, and they know they can't. That's why they scared to pop out over here now, man. They don't even come around. And in a second, they really not gonna come around. Once I get all this, you see these papers and all this. Once I get all this paperwork and all that situated, they're really gonna be hiding. Because you can't even hide no more on the internet, man. If you don't got nothing going on in this direction, everything you got going on is in that direction, like, that's not the vibes, man. But shout out to Edgar Berlanga. He won the sweepstakes, man. Canelo Alvarez is the prize, man. I know people want to see Bud. They was trying to, apply the pressure to probably get Bud. I don't, Canelo does what Canelo does, man. And listen, contrary to what you guys want to say, and I want to be on the record and state this is going to be a big fight. I'm just being honest with you guys. Like the ones that's going to jump online and try to downplay this fight, right? Listen, you guys blow no whistles. You guys move no needles. And you guys support nothing. Whereas Edgar Berlanga is going to have a whole Boricua, Puerto Ricans behind him. Canelo Alvarez already got the Mexicans. It's going to be a big fight. So regardless of you YouTubers that sit online for hours and hours with 300, 400 in your chats and all that, you guys move no needle. That is why Edgar got the fight. That is why Edgar got the fight, man. Unfortunately. That is what it is. He said, keep cooking the sauce. I will let you know. All right, appreciate you, Chris. You know the vibe. Shout out to my guy, Christopher White. He is a Team Jones, Team Tucker, Shaw News boxing member. He's one of the producers of my show. Because this is, this is just one of the many things that I got going on. And in a second, like, you already see the other stuff. Like, I'm licensed to carry in multiple jurisdictions and states as far as when I do security and bodyguard work, right? But I'm about to be licensed to do other things in many states as well. And once, all this gets situated, I will make a major announcement on that as well. And that's why I've been saying, and I've been sticking to what I've been saying, like, if you want my goods and services, we have to do everything the right way now. You know, everything has to be done the right way now, especially what I got going on. I just can't, because like I said, these people now are really starting to get nervous. I see it, right? And they are trying to do whatever they can to continue to be gatekeepers, because now they realize that the overall motion was never a content creator. It was never to be like these guys who do nothing. You know, I had bigger endeavors and bigger goals, and those goals are starting to come to fruition now. But hey, what do I know, man? But for those that's over here, it's a couple over here, a couple over here. What's your whole thoughts on this Edgar Berlanga? How are you feeling about that? You know, how do you guys feel about that, man? I know a lot of you guys are probably disappointed, but how do you feel? You know? How do you feel? Chris said keep cooking. Shout out to my boy Tom in the building. I see you over there as well. Good brother. Appreciate the likes. The likes is up over here, man. I got 4 over there on the behind the source thing. Yeah, y'all like this new setup too? Look, I bought this out. This is like a fan for the gaming laptop, so it doesn't freeze up. It keeps it nice and cool. You know, we got some options over here. Let's get Coach Reen in here. What is Coach Reen is just I don't want you. Hold on, let me shut her down real quick. Yo, stop. No. Had to shut her down, man. Like you don't bring your own devices down here. You know, bring your own devices down here. Do not. I think I got the TikTok back on that phone over there, so she might be doing TikTok. Hey, give me that phone, man. I don't want you doing TikTok on that phone. Watch. Shut her down real quick. Toad, what's going on, good brother? Hey, I don't want you on TikTok on my phone. Let me see.
This was YouTube.
Let me see. Let me see.
This was YouTube.
Let me see. Say what's up to the people. They can see you. This one is on too.
Hi.
Say what's up.
It's TikTok. Don't nothing. All your stuff. See?
Yeah, I'm just making sure. There goes my guy Christopher White in the building. Christopher, you are live in Iraq on the set. What's going on, good brother?
Christopher doesn't even look good. I want to hear Christopher.
Yes. What's going on, Chris? How are you this evening? Or this afternoon and shit? Well, no, it's about, afternoon over there for you. 3:30-ish in the west. Yeah. But what's your thoughts on this whole Edgar Berlanga? Edgar Berlanga hit the sweepstakes, man. How do you feel about that? Here, take this. Go ahead.
Hi, Christopher. Good.
All right. Yeah, he hit the lotto, man. That's a come up. He definitely hit the lotto, man. He hit the lotto. You know. Now I've been looking on Twitter. You know, a lot of people are upset. Yeah, they upset. Cigar Talk. Shout out to Nazi. Nazi said, I think Berlanga has more of a shot being Canelo than his last few opponents. Not as bad of a fight as some of y'all are making it. Edgar, you see right here, Edgar pointing at the anointed one. Edgar knows he's about to get millions and millions of dollars, man. You know? Look, that's it. Everybody's talking about this. Rick Glacier tweets, he won, Canelo paid that. Yes, that's what I said. That is the lotto. But look at this. This is what I want to highlight this though, right, Chris? Because yesterday I jumped the gun. I spoke about how the PBC was being saved and all of that. It's not looking like that right now. And as you can see, it's also looking like with them about to get let Edgar and what's the name fight in September, they have no money for the other fight, the Caleb Plant fight that these YouTubers were reporting that I said never was announced. But now it looks like that fight is off the table because they have to have the money for Eggy, Eggy and Canelo, man. But I was looking on Twitter to see what any of these other guys were talking about. But go ahead, Chris. You have the floor, brother. Of course. You send me some good stuff that I use. I use a lot of the content. Yes. Yes. Yeah, remember, yeah, because they was going back and forth. Him and Floyd was beefing. That's correct. That is correct. He did want to fight those guys. That is correct, Chris. Go on. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yes, that's correct. And you know the reason why he was saying that, right? Is because it's alleged that Al Heyman owes him $100 million. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. So that's why he was saying that he's owed. And that's just Floyd. So imagine some of these other guys that trusted Al as the investor. Al was the businessman. But yeah, that's an accurate point you brought up, man. But like I said, the PBC they're dead in the water right now, man. I jumped the gun, right? Because I said they was gonna announce their what's the name, but from now what I'm hearing is they can't because a lot of these guys. Look, I'm showing the paperwork. Of course, I don't know if you can see it, right? A lot of these guys, the paperwork that they got with Al Heyman, they are in slave contracts, 12 years of slaves, so they can't really do absolutely anything. They can't do a damn thing, Chris. So I don't know, man. I don't know, man. He said, I got a good question over here from Toby. Maybe you can answer this, man. Chris is out there, man. Chris is on the west side. Al's somewhere on the west side, the last they seen. He says, has anyone seen Al Heyman since December yet? Yo, listen, I was watching the Amazon Prime fight. Al Heyman was at the Paul Williams, what's the name fight? He was all in the front row. This is when he was visible. When Paul the Punisher Williams got knocked out by the Argentine, Al Heyman was there. I don't know where Al has been since. He's just been in hiding. But have you seen him, Chris? You're on the west side. Yeah, he's like Al Heyman, aka Harrison Ford, is the fugitive. He's like Harrison Ford in The Fugitive and Wesley Snipes in U.S. Marshal. He's a hard target to find, man. He's a hard target, man. He's a hard one, but maybe you can find him out there in the UK, Toe. You know, this guy's he's a what is that movie? I love that movie. Remember the movie The Jumpers? He's a penitent, right? Is that the name that they call him, the Jumpers? He's a jumper. He's all over, man. You know, Al is all over, man. But man, these guys are upset that Edgar got the fight, man. Maybe they put out a petition, boycott Sal's, right? maybe, maybe these YouTuber internet radicals will boycott Sal. Like I said, like I told earlier, I don't know if you heard me say this, Chris. I said regardless of what the YouTubers
I wonder if we can go shopping.
huh?
I wonder if we can go shopping.
No.
I have a field trip tomorrow.
Okay. Well, with the YouTubers, right? I don't think that they are going to even matter because Edgar Berlanga is going to bring Puerto Rico and Canelo brings Mexico. So the YouTube community is the pirates. They are the thieves. They are the guys that don't even support boxing. So it's regardless of what they're going to be crying about for the next month and a half or 2 months before this fight date, it's not going to matter. But go ahead, Chris. Of course, that's what they're saying. Of course, that's what they're saying. But who hasn't been a cherry pick for Canelo, right? What about John Ryder? What about Caleb Plant? What about Jamel Charlo? Like now, all of a sudden, no, this is what Canelo does, right? This is what he does. So why should people feel any different? I think the reason why they're feeling different is because now they know that regardless of what you come on YouTube and say, what type of content you put out, how much you talk about him, he's still going to move how he wants to move, and they're going to give him the money. You know? What do you feel about this? Look, this is what Shakur tweeted yesterday. I want to, now that I got you on, we can talk about this. He said, one thing I learned about boxing fans is y'all gonna have some negative to say regardless. 1 minute he's a clout chaser, next minute he's quiet, he's scared. I'm ready to fight any and everybody, ain't shit changed. Negotiations don't happen on Twitter. This is just a exciting app to take let's get to the whole tweet. He said to take a little shit, the internet is not real. My time is coming and my dreams are near. That is what Shakur tweeted. Who does Shakur sound like right there, man? Shakur, man, you gotta give me my props, brother. I'm just saying, I don't know. You're saying that the internet's not real now. It's a lot of smoke and mirrors. Hey, go ahead, go. Yeah, go ahead, Chris. Go ahead. You got the floor. What do you feel about that, though? What Shakur saying about how negotiations aren't done on Twitter, and I know a lot of people don't get that because a lot of people think that they control the narratives on Twitter and YouTube, and that's why these guys laughed at me. But as you can see from this paperwork that I got right here, I am not only running laps on them, I'm making a transition. And they're really going to be sick in a second, man. Yeah, it's facts. What do you... Go ahead, Chris. Yeah, shout out to Blues Clues. I call him Blues Clues because all he drops is clues that for the fools. Blues Clues for the fools, man. But shout out to that brother. Hopefully he makes a transition. Because remember, he was an executive. He was saving boxing. Now he's back to Blues Clues dropping for the fools. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I remember that, man. I remember that, yes, Chris. Why'd you take me back? You just gave me a chill, one of the dumb chills, like, ugh, like, you know. Shout out to WCS in the building. Go ahead, Chris. No. Yeah. Absolutely. 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 Yeah. Abs- Wait, wait, Chris. You don't want to see another Bud Crawford Earl Spence? You don't want a 5-year build up? You know what the fuck? Uh, well, maybe now. Listen, with Turkish Ali, you know, coming to the table, and he's going to be funding a lot of these fights. We might get some of these things, man. You know, we might get some of these things, man. And I brought that up earlier in Fanon's chat. Fanon actually acknowledged my comment, but he tried to act like he didn't know what I was speaking on. When I said, "Yo, what do you think about this new league of boxing?" Because that's what it is. It's a new league, man. You're gonna have Matchroom, Golden Boy, Queensberry, and Top Rank, basically all under one umbrella. That's a new league, man. You know, and unfortunately, the PBC, they got to work out some things, man. But if they had proper paperwork, maybe those guys over there could have had options. But maybe they still can, maybe they still can. But as of now, I jumped the gun. But you see, I'm on here saying that. I can admit to it, that I jumped the gun, and those guys don't really, they're not a part of that, the Turkish, budget plan. Big budget plan, not a budget plan like big budget plan, though, man. But go ahead, Chris. You have the floor. Mm. Yeah, look, I'm gonna say this. Listen. After what we just watched with Jake Paul, right? Where boxing is at, right? I don't, the old me ought to say, you know what? That's bullshit. It's a bullshit fight. Floyd is like 50. He's old, yada yada. But look what Jake Paul does. Jake Paul was gonna fight Mike Tyson, and if Mike Tyson didn't have the medical problems, this fight would have went through. So I don't, it is what it is. It's all entertainment, right? And I'm pretty sure they'll sell too. Exactly. That's why you won't hit me on here shit canning none of this shit no more. Cause boxing is one shit show. When you have content creators with no motion thinking they're valid, why can't the fighters just do circus activity? This shit is just one big circus. It's just one big circus, man. Toby said, how can a person on YouTube advise a fighter on a multi-million-dollar deal when they probably haven't even bought a house yet? Man, great question, Toby. And I'm going to elaborate on that, man. How can these guys advise fighters when you witness some of these guys just sitting around doing absolutely nothing? Like, dude, you doing nothing. What are you into? What are you into? Do you have a job? Do you have a career? Do you have anything going on other than coming on and dressing up your living room or your garage? Or some of y'all don't even have that, like Toby just said. But yet you're advising what we're attempting to, because in order to advise fighters and shit, you really got to be in motion, hands on, doing things. But some of you guys are sitting on a computer without a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, trying to advise fighters who fight for 7 figures. Great point, Toe. But how do you feel about that, Chris? I don't either. They be talking gibberish. I had a person tell me about Shakur Stevenson, right? And I was like, yo, not for nothing, he's about to fight. Why don't you pitch your idea to him? Right? Since, he, look, and it's funny now, they can't even pop out no more because after they said all of that about Shakur has went on to be the most talked about fighter, right, on the internet. He's, he walked away from $15 million. Look, and then it might have been a smart play, right? Because look, now Vasily Lomachenko's off the table. So just imagine if Shakur Stevenson had signed that deal, he would have been fighting Tank Davis if this fight does matriculate for only a guaranteed of $3 million and whatever they work out on the back end. So now maybe he might be in a better situation if he does get that Tank Davis fight. Because if he signed that 5-fight deal, which was a 5-fight deal for $15 million, which roughly is $3 million guaranteed. So he would have got $3 million guaranteed minimum for Tank. That's, probably a bigger fight than just $3 million. Wouldn't you think that, Chris? Like, we don't really know, but from what we hear on the internet, Ryan Garcia made $30 million fighting him. Frank Martin got, I think they said Frank Martin got like $2 or $3 million. So if Frank Martin got $2 or $3 million with no belts, no nothing, shouldn't Shakur get more than 3, right? He has a belt. So that's, Well, go ahead, Chris. Go ahead. Thank you for that comment, Toby, as well. Appreciate you. Shout out to the UK. I said they love me in London, Larry. Man, me personally, I loved it, man. I'm glad you shared that with me. I loved it, man. I loved it. Yeah, listen, I'm look, you know me, man. I'm just laid back with this shit now, right? It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. When Bill Haney parades him around and plays the shenanigans game with him, it's all good, right? It's all good when Bill's up there. Ryan, what did you do this? And it was all good. The moment he got on there with 2 active fighters, right? Like last time I checked, Bill's not getting in the ring, right? Is Bill taking a medical, physical to fight? No, he's not, right? But yet, it's cool when he's doing the shit with Ryan, right? But when 2 guys who potentially fight him or are active fighters are on social media with him, it's a problem. That's why I said social media is just a cesspool, man. It's a cesspool of fake individuals who have no real life motion. They come on the internet, they try to stir shit up, but it's like, what are you stirring up in life? Like, where are you at in life with it, man? But great point though, Chris. And then like I said, that was good. It was entertaining because to me, when Shakur said to him, it was so Newark, New York, East Coast. When he said, yo, who's that fat nigga, man? You probably sent him to the store. Yo, I fell out. I was like, oh, man, that's hilarious. He does got a little store running right there. He said, in the UK, they're saying, them who can do, them who can't talk about it. Man, talk it, told. Talk it, told. Yes. Yes, that was another thing on Twitter. That's correct. Yeah. Yeah, they wanted him to check him because, like I told you, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when they do it, right? Ryan jumped on their wave, right? Because that was Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis's live, right? That wasn't Ryan Garcia's live. See, look, we got to point that out. Who jumped on whose wave, right? But yet they got mad, right? You know, these internet guys do. They get mad. But like I said, when Bill Haney was out here front and center on platforms with Ryan, it was all good. It was all good, man. These internet nobodies are cornballs, man. They're cornballs, man. When the narrative doesn't go their way, and you know, it is what it is, man. They're cornballs. Shout out to Bruce Gas in the building. Salute OG. But go ahead, Chris. Go ahead. That was great content, man. From three young fighters, right? It was three young fighters that were going back and forth and doing whatever they was doing. It was not a manager / promoter and the fighter. Like, it's good when the fighters do their thing, right? You know? It's not good when these old P. Diddy's. Shout out to Suge Knight said, he said, all in the video, all on the camera. Come to death row, right? Like, let the fighters, right? Well, go ahead, Chris. Go ahead, man. We having a good time tonight, man. It's a Tuesday, man. We just dropping some sauce. We popping it, you know. We popping it over here. You know. But yeah, I appreciate you sending me that, man. You know, you sent that to me, and I had a chance to dissect that and check it out. Like I said, that was good. It was entertaining. You know, it was entertaining. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It is a business. It is. And if the business makes sense, right? Like, but did you see how they tried to spin it? Like, these guys are begging Ryan for a fight. Oh, this, that, and the third. Like, how are they begging him? Ryan is inactive until next April. Keyshawn and Shakur are gonna probably have dates coming up before the end of the year. So are they begging Ryan, or they was doing them? And Ryan knows that they're active. They just came off of fights. They're hot, and he's doesn't really have nothing going on because the whole Devin Haney shit is dead. It's the Titanic. That shit done sunk now. So it's like, how do I stay relevant, right? Come on. But you know, these guys want to keep talking, yo, Devin and Devin and Devin and Devin and Devin. You know, maybe if Devin, you know, didn't feel some type of way about what, you know, Top Rank being the only one to bid on this fight, and he fought Xander Martin, we'd be talking about him because he would have an active fight and a date. But, you know, he turned that down because of the, you know, I guess he felt that he was lowball. But, you know, when you get these guys that's always lying about how much he makes and what he's, you know, it just was a bad look. Yes. you know, Ryan is Ryan. I don't take Ryan serious, bro. I learned like, you know, certain dudes, right, that really mastered the internet, and I could say Ryan has mastered the internet. Tiafimo Lopez, another one that has mastered the internet, right? These guys know that regardless of what they say, they're going to get a reaction out of people. And I understand, especially covering Lopez. I know the Lopez's very well. I have many videos with them, but I have one with Junior. It's me, Junior, and WCS. And they was talking about when they was putting the plan together to get Josh Taylor. And they got him. We was all right there. Me, WCS, and Junior. That is his father's name. We call him Junior. Senior, but we call him Junior, T.O. the father. And, you know, certain guys, Ryan Garcia is one, mastered the internet. Tiafimo Lopez, another one, mastered the internet. You know who's starting to get they swag and learning? Timothy Bradley, another one. See, these guys know that when they say certain things, regardless if that's how they feel or not, they are going to send shockwaves. So what Ryan said about T.O. and Lopez, it's like, to me, I think Ryan is just trying to stay relevant. He loves the internet. He knows that will keep him, you know, in the loop. Toby said, be careful he said, be careful not to make your sauce too hot, Sean. Yo, Toby, the sauce is going to be hot regardless, man. Look, Toby, that's my wave. Yo, Toby, that's my wave, right? If they don't like my internet character, fuck them, right? Look, fuck them, right? That's how I'm on it, Toby. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it, right? You know why it's a problem when I do it? Because I actually pop out. These guys be all type of internet activists and all this shit, and you never see them nowhere. You never see them. But go ahead, Chris. Go ahead. You got it, Chris. And we are cooking over here tonight. Look, I have, hold on, 47 minutes on the behind the scenes, right? 4 likes, appreciate those likes. I don't know how many likes I have on the YouTube. I can't see. But I appreciate everybody. Tank Davis said he's the top dog. Let's refresh Twitter. Let's see what they're talking about over here on Twitter. Let's refresh it. X gonna give it to you. It's called X. My bad. Shakur Stevenson is sending the subliminals. That means that he doesn't see anything. You know, they're using his name. I guess they're using his name right now. Oh, right. See, I just spoke about this. The show was canceled. Look, see, I haven't been on, what's the name? Caleb Plant was set to fight Trevor McCombs, right, on August 17th in Orlando, Florida. But the bout was postponed after McCombs suffered a cut over his right eye. Did he, or they didn't have the money? Because normally, right, Chris, let me ask you this, since we're speaking on this, right? Normally, when something like this happens, don't they find a replacement opponent? That's normal, right? So why didn't they find a replacement? Why did they just say, fuck the whole thing? August, yeah, look, it was supposed to be August 17th. That's the same day that Jahan Tucker's fighting in Quebec City, along with Abdullah Mason and Chris Muwata. Hopefully I didn't say his name wrong, but you know. But man, it says PBC's planning several Prime Video shows in the fall that won't appear on pay-per-view. Okay. 7, right? In the fall. So they're going to come on strong at the end. This is what Mike Hobbins is saying. What's your thoughts on that? So the 7th month mark, they only had 3 shows. They just canceled one. So we could obviously say that one, well, not one, because they said They won't appear to be pay-per-view. Canelo Alvarez is going to be pay-per-view. So that's 8 shows. So maybe they're going to finish stronger at the end of the year. 8 plus 3 is 11. That'll give them 11 shows for the year. Man, the PBC needs to just hang it up, man. Pack it in, man. You know, maybe Al Heyman, wherever he's at, needs to just, you know, come clean now, brother. You need the Turkish, man. You know? Whatever you got going on over there is not working. Amazon Prime is not funding you guys. It's obvious now. You only had 3 shows. You canceled a card because of the opponent, right? And look, I know this about boxing. The main event opponent, right? Look, and watch how I break this down for you, Chris, right? The main event opponent sustained a cut, right? And they canceled the whole card. We just watched Boots Ennis' opponent get hurt or fail a medical, his eye. Matchroom went and found David Avanesian. The show still went on. Why is the PBC doing that? For real. And this is just another. What's the name of that? Toby says McCon was a comeback fight for Caleb Plant. Conference or 2, a penny. Just get another one. Exactly. So, like, come on. Fighters get knick-knacked and hurt all the time. You don't cancel the whole show unless you know you need to cancel it. You just get a replacement in there. Hopefully some of these other more popular content creators that sit around for 3 and 8 and 10 hours discussing boxing bring this up. Hopefully they bring this up. You know, and I know I'm definitely going to tweet about this. Matter of fact, I think I could tweet right now. Look, while we are on here, let me go ahead. Go. Yeah, he does. How do you cancel, man? Let's see if we can get some people to respond to this. How do you cancel a complete card August 17th, right? Let's get this tweeting right here. Don't you find a replacement like Matchroom did for Boots? Question mark. PBC, where are all of the internet, man, insiders to get some answers? Right? Because, like, how do you cancel the whole card? They canceled the whole card. You know? Let's man, me neither. How does that work, man? Look. Let's hashtag that. How does that work? Boxing. Sauce. Shad News, man. And rest in peace to DMX. Somebody let me know, man. Somebody, man. Right? They canceled the whole show, man. I'm gonna say funny money, man. Funny money. Word up, man. Word up. But man, Chris, that I'm glad you just brought that up. I had to tweet that real quick, man. How was that possible, right? He said Stephen Fulton is really pissed over the cancellation shop. Find his tweets. Oh, let me look him up. All right, great point, Toe. You get a producer credit too. I bet you he is, cause the 4 million that he got, right? Cause I think he got like 4 million, close to 4 million for the monster fight. That's probably gone, bro. He hasn't fought in what? Stephen Fulton, right? Cool Boy. His name should be Cool Boy. There he is right there. Thank you for that, Cole. He was another one of my guys, man. But they put the PBC fix on me. Right? He said it's a good day. Clear your mind and head quick. All right, let's see what Toes. Killing Me Softly. Yeah, he might have been talking about it right there. All right. Man. Bless this. Well, maybe I gotta click on some of his replies. Look. A good day in the gym. Just had to block cause he's annoying as fuck. Okay. Whatever, dude. Okay. Get the fuck out. Nobody got time for them corny ass old jokes. Okay. Killing Me Softly. Yeah, that's what I think he's talking about it right there. But maybe Tobe says something else. Me either. Man, he was sick, man. He was sick, man. He was in the gym working, man. People really assume you're not working out or training because you don't post it. Man, facts, man. Yeah, I think he said Killing Me Softly might have been it, man. Right? That's what it's looking like, man. Damn. He was looking forward to it, man. He was supposed to be the co-main, man. That's it, I don't know what they got going on over there, man. They're not finding replacement opponents, man. And a lot of times you can get a replacement for even cheaper. That's why, I don't want to shit on them. I just think the money's funny, man. They just announced Edgar and Canelo, man. Edgar got to get that bread, man. Canelo got to get that bread. They got to have that in the escrow. They got to have that in the escrow. But go ahead, Chris. Thank you for that gem, To. Appreciate that, man. Go ahead, Chris. They don't got the money, man. Come on, Chris. Chris, do we have to spell it out? They don't have the money, man. Jamal Charlo's not going to take a pay cut. This guy probably has, those guys have a luxury lifestyle. He can't go out there and fight for 200,000. These guys. They got. 200,000. He can't. He needs a couple million. These are guys that have been fighting for millions of dollars, right? That's what they said. They were fighting for millions of dollars, so now they can't fight for a couple 100,000. Right? Because that's what he's going to fight for. He's going to fight for a couple 100,000. You think they got the money over there, Chris? Let's be real. If they only put on 3 shows in 7 months, it's obvious they don't have the money. When they was putting on all these shows and these guys were getting millions and millions of dollars, they were putting on a lot of shows. They can't put on shows. Look, that is why, I am here getting my paperwork right. Because, listen, guys, you do have options, man. You do have options, man. You do have options, man. And I know some of you guys, man, you want to get away from that guy. Hey. 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 I remember back in the day that, Coach Reed was a baby, right? those were one of the first words she spoke. She was like, she was a baby, right? And she picked up the phone and she was like, hey. She was like, hey. Like she knew what she was saying. Yeah, I'll never forget that. She was like, hey. Hey. She might have been like, I think 6 or 7 months. And she picked up, I'm telling you, kids pick up all stuff fast. Yeah, she picked up the phone and answered it and was like, hey. I was like, yeah, it was so funny. It was so funny. I was like, wow. I was like watching, observing, knowing that when the phone rings, you answer the phone and say hello. She was like, hey. But yeah, these guys, the Charlos, man. Maybe Jamel, because remember Jamel fought Canelo and got like 7-6 million. Maybe he's supporting both of them right now, right? But a lot of these guys are just low, man. They're low right now, man. He said he might have taken them down, Sha. He was really pissed. Said he's been keeping quiet about stuff. Yo, maybe I should reach out to him. He said he's been keeping quiet about stuff. He's ready to explode. I'll see if I can find it. Who reported on? Yeah, he probably is told. They probably told him he had to take it down. Because Al Heyman has that clause with those guys. That's why those guys, remember the other guy that's low too, the guy with no honor, the fish, right? He used to do shit like that and then he would have to take shit down. Remember, he said, oh, remember when, because look, they fucked up a lot of money over there. He said, oh, I felt blindsided. Man. He said, man, they just blindsided me. And everybody on here was speculating that he was talking about Terrence. No, he was talking about Al. Because he found out that Terrence had the 50 million. Remember, Terrence really got 50 million for them from the Turk. And Al turned it down, and EJ damn near lost money. Said, oh, wow, Frank Wild out here. Because he never made $25 million. I know these guys on the internet say all that shit. He ain't never made that, man. And he found out that Al Heyman was like, no, all money's not good money. And then he had to come back and make that dumb statement, knowing damn well he was sick as a dog. Sick as a dog. Like, yo, I turned down $25 million. How? Well, go ahead. I was about to call you Tobe. Tobe was laughing at him. Go ahead, Chris. Yeah, the UK is heavy over here, man. That's all I need. All I need is professional people, man. I don't need a whole bunch of, like I said, these guys with no motion. Because these guys with no motion, they're not doing nothing, right? Look, I get no views, but look, you can see where I'm at. I hit my hour mark. I'm in my office tonight, man. I had to come. But this is my actual real resume right here. I got this written up. Shout out to my people that wrote this up for me, man. Listen. Tell me this before you say what you're gonna say. Let me know if this is accurate about me, right? This is what I have written up on my resume, right? When it comes to Sha News Boxing, right? Because I'm crossing over. I said I provide leadership during times of organizational change or crisis situations. Is that an accurate statement about me? Okay, then I said I monitor budgets, right, to ensure cost efficiency, while maintaining quality standards. Now, I definitely know I fit that bill, because didn't I come on here a couple months ago and I said shout out to the Ennis family, I said to Bozy, Boots, and whoever else listened, that specific adjective that I just broke down, what I do. And where did they ended up signing at? Receiving millions and millions of dollars. Right? Receiving millions and millions of dollars. Now that is my management consulting couple things that I put on my resume. Now, as far as media, right? This is what I said about media, right? And this goes underneath a lot of other things as well, my goods and services. But I said I process payments for customers by cash, check, or credit card and accurately accord to my company's guidelines. Now, Chris, you can attest to this. You purchase products, hats and stuff. Is that an accurate statement? Okay. And then I said I develop customer relationships and ensure satisfaction with the services. Is that an accurate statement? When I mailed your stuff up, I constantly hit you up and I said, yo, Chris, this is your tracking number. Let me know when you receive it. I got the notification that it came. This is accurate, right? Because I had somebody write this up. And then last but not least, as a heavy equipment operator, right? I said this. I said I utilize GPS systems to navigate around job sites when operating large pieces of alternate heavy equipment. I think I have shown that with the loader, the sweepers, and things like that, or plowing snow, right? I showed that. And then I wanted to be a little stupid, right? I got a little stupid, and I told them to add this in. I said, whenever a couple of these internet guys think that all I do is talk, I pull up with the real razors out, and I get to beating them up. Now, I didn't put that in there, though. I didn't put that in there, Chris. But go ahead, Chris. Go ahead, man. I just think, Floyd Schofield Sr. is very outspoken, as you've seen with him and Keyshawn Davis going back and forth. I feel as a father, he's doing with his job. You're supposed to say that about your son. Whether it is facts, I don't know. We have to wait to see. But I think as a father, and I believe he's also some sort of a manager too. I know he's definitely his coach, but he's his manager too. So I see nothing wrong with that, because as a manager, a father, coach, these are things that you're supposed to. Like I just said, when Bill Haney does all of these things, it's not a problem. It's called great PR work. It's called being a great father. It's called great promoting and marketing. So Floyd Schofield, salute, man. You got to sell the dream. And I'm not saying the dream like that. You got to sell it. That's what I think he's doing. He's selling it. But I'll tell you this. I know my boy will whoop your ass. Not my boy, but my boy. Abdullah Mason will whoop your ass.
I asked the guy if he found your sunglasses.
Huh?
Should I ask him if he found your sunglasses yet?
No. Somebody else got them. Don't worry about it.
Who?
I don't know. Just don't worry. We about to go to the wreck. We about to shut the show down.
I'm going to the lady.
All right. Yeah, that's Coach. You see Coach popping up, man. It's a family affair over here. But we about to get up out of here. You got anything else, Chris, before we get up out of here? Yeah, I will. I'll go live down there and see what's going on. I'm mad. I missed my boy sparring yesterday because I was running around. I did a couple more Instacart orders, but I would have never took the order if I knew he was going to spar. He sparred yesterday. My guy Malachi. Malachi is one of my fighters. I remember if if you followed my channel back then when I first was working with him, that kid couldn't jump rope. He had all type of behavior problems. He had no confidence. Now he's sparring. You know what I'm saying? So he came a long way. He had no coordination. I mean, he couldn't even jump rope, man. And he used to get so frustrated. Now he's just, you see how I fuck with him? I'm like, we're gonna get in there. I'm gonna fuck you up. I'll be like, yo, you gonna get in there with me. See, they know I get busy. So I fuck around with them a little bit, but I'm like, yo, I'm gonna fuck you up. Cause you see when I get on that speed bag, like the last couple of times I've been coming out my bag. But normally I go on a speed bag. I want motherfuckers to think I ain't got it. So when they try to run down on me and I do this, cause you know that they listen when as you know a bodyguard, a professional, right? That's what we are taught, right? We're taught to give it up like this. And let it be known. Please don't harm me. Don't do this. So then when we do attack, when I do pop off, I'm not liable because I gave up. Right? You see, I gave up. You tried to attack me, so I had to defend myself. so I had to defend myself by all means. Right? That's why I always go like this. Please, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Or I say, please do not come closer. I'm scared. Please, give me my space. Do not get in my space. Please, you're getting too close. You're getting too close. I am nervous. Please, I am scared. You are scaring me. It is what it is, right? But I put it out there. You're invading my space. But Chris, close us out. Close us out tonight, Chris. I'm definitely gonna head to the gym and go live, man. Yes, salute. Yes, salute, man. Yes, appreciate you. This is my co-host / executive producer here, man. Of course. Of course. That's right, that's a fact. And listen, yes. And listen, this is for all the married men right here, man. You know, it's married men. You know, this is for the married men. You know, we're married, we're spoken for, but we can look at a little bit of booty. Let's see some booty. But hey, what do I know? Shake what your mama gave ya. Shake what your mama gave ya. Shout out to all the lovely ladies out there shaking their rump shakers and short makers to do what they gotta do. The source doesn't discriminate. I help to promote. You know, you do have options. But Chris, like always, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you as always, man. Anytime, you know, you're willing to come over here, because you are a true day one supporter, man. Appreciate you, my guy. You too. Peace. Shout out to my man Christopher White, executive producer, Team Sauce, man. But listen, we are going to wrap this up. Head to the rec. I'll probably go live at the rec, man. Give me about 15, 20 minutes. And I'll be live at the rec. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this one up so you can watch me break down my equipment. Yes, I like breaking down my equipment now because they always talk about my equipment. But with that being said, you know, we'll close out in style. This guy is back August 17th, Quebec City. Parlez-vous français? All right, y'all. We just wrapped up another banger. hour and 10 minutes over here. Let me just show you how we break everything down. Professional sauce business. Feeling good, looking good. About to go hit the gym up. You do have options, y'all. You do have options, man. As you can see, I ain't gonna front. I'm feeling my setup, man. I'm feeling my new setup, man. Look, it's funny, right? How a lot of these guys who were the naysayers that were talking all that shit, right? You see how they don't even pop up. And a lot of y'all, to me, are very disappointing because a lot of you guys attempted to jump in this lane and be bloggers, podcasters, and, you attempted to buy whatever, soundboards and all this other shit. And now when you see the shit that I'm into and got going on, y'all still can't even give it up. That is mind-blowing to me. But yes, you see, I'm getting nicer at breaking down the setup, man. But this is the Sauce Experience, man. The news. Masha News. You do have options. You do have options, y'all. Man, wonderful show, man. Shout out to Christopher White for popping on. Shout out to everybody that was in the chat. Shout out to everybody that was on this one, the Behind the Sauce, right? Yo, I love, my daughter's got me this. This is like one of the best investments right here. Keep all my documents, my cards and stuff in there. Alright. That was a nice breakdown, right? Ooh. My mic. Alright. My paperwork. Right? My headset. Look, the Sauce Experience, man. Yo, Rome wasn't built in a day, man. A lot of times, just keep your eyes on the prize, man. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Keep your eyes on the prize. Later for the naysayers, the distractors, right? Because a lot of times these guys ain't going nowhere, so they don't want you to go nowhere. But as long as you keep your shit together and you know where you're headed to, and you tunnel vision, like my cousin Buddy McGirt says to me, tunnel vision, you're gonna get there. Anything else is uncivilized. Look at Coach Reen on the board. Coach Reen had the board. Let me get the board off. Now, whoever else comes in here next, I left her nice, even though they'll clean it anyway. But, I like to, be professional and courteous. I like to be professional and courteous, man. That's why I'm so well received around here, man. Remember when I first started out, I was in the small cuticle, remember? I was in the small cuticles. Look what it has went to, man. But this is the Sauce Experience. Look. Aha. You do have options.